Adding and subtracting fractions are only possible if you have the same denominators. To add or subtract, follow the steps below. Before I get into that, let's just think about something like 3/7 add 2/7. So you've got 3 of something here, and you add 2 of something, so you've got 5 of that thing. So when you've got the same denominator, it's very, very straightforward. You just add the numerators. When we don't have the same denominators, what we're going to do is create the situation where we do by using equivalent fractions. So step 1, if any of the numbers are mixed numbers, change them to improper fractions. Now, strictly speaking, you don't have to do that. There is an alternative, and I'll look at this in the videos that follow, in the examples that follow. There are pros and cons to both methods that people commonly use. Step 2, find the lowest common multiple. Again, as with the last section, it doesn't have to be the lowest common multiple, but the lowest common multiple is the best one for keeping the numbers small and manageable. So we want the lowest common multiple for the denominators, and we're going to use that as something called the common denominator, which is in step 3. Adjust all the fractions so they have that lowest common denominator. So the lowest common denominator is the lowest common multiple of the denominators. Depending on the sign, either add or subtract the fractions. Make sure your answer is fully simplified. So in other words, don't give 2/4 because you know that can cancel down to a half. If needed, change any improper fractions back to mixed numbers. We don't always insist on that, so we know that 1½ and 3/2 are the same. It's just that this one's a mixed number, this one's an improper fraction. So usually take what's said in the question as a guide as to what you're supposed to do.